The tobacco growing season has begun. It starts in greenhouses, where temperature, moisture, precipitation and light are carefully controlled.
Tobacco seed is really incredibly small.
Bob James is a fifth-generation tobacco farmer. His family has been producing it for 171 years.
I'm getting older. I'm 58. I'd like to raise tobacco about another 10 years before I retire.
But he may not get the chance. The tobacco industry is shrinking. The people of Kentucky are deeply entrenched in a culture of smoking. According to the Centre for Disease Control and Prevention, Kentucky has the highest number of smokers in the country at 29% and high school smokers at 24%. And 24% of pregnant women in Kentucky smoke. That's twice the national average. Many farmers in this area will tell you the United States of America was basically built on tobacco. But in 1998, 15 years ago, the entire industry changed forever with the signing of a landmark legal deal.
That's where the tobacco gets its flavour from.
The Master Settlement Agreement protected big tobacco companies like Philip Morris from litigation. It also forced them to pay US states about $10 billion a year for healthcare compensation. After the buyout, many tobacco farmers in Kentucky pulled out and turned to other products, such as dairy. Most of the money the state receives from the agreement has been spent on retraining them. Yet despite its high dependency on tobacco, Kentucky spends just $2.1 million annually on anti-smoking programs. The CDC says more than $57 million is needed to be effective. Dr. Ellen Hahn has been pushing for smoking bans in Kentucky for years. She says tobacco lobbyists and the Kentucky Farm Bureau have convinced state politicians to reject anti-smoking legislation.
7 out of 10 Kentuckians say that we should have this law. So it's not that the public doesn't want it, it's the power of the special interest, and it's certainly the political will that we need in Frankfurt to make a difference.
John James is taking after his father and working on their farm, but is not relying on tobacco to make money. He's using the land to diversify into other agricultural production and is betting on a smoke-free future. Cath Turner, Al Jazeera, Kentucky.